Hey everybody, this is Melina from ScrapbookingwithMe.com and Me Crafty Scrapper here on YouTube and Instagram. I have a very busy house, so if you hear some things going on, we've got supper cooking and people going in and out. So if you hear things, it's just the sign of a very busy, loved house. So I wanted to get that out of the way first. Another thing I want to get out of the way, if you're not a subscriber here, go ahead, and that's my daughter laughing in the background, go ahead and subscribe and give me a thumbs up to this video. That way it goes into your liked videos in your dashboard on your YouTube channel, so you can go back and watch it anytime you would like, and you're not ever having to guess where did that video go that I like so much that Melina did. So I would love for you to be a subscriber and click that little bell so that you get a notification every time I upload a new video. Today is another episode of M Scrapbusters. So y'all seem to have really liked the last 2 weeks of that. This is the next installment, so week 3 of M's Scrapbusters, and that's the hashtag you'll use if you make a video. That's great. Just use that hashtag. I go up into YouTube's search bar and I put in that hashtag and it brings up all the videos that you've made. If you are not a YouTuber, no worries. All you have to do is use that hashtag on Facebook wherever you post it. We would love for you to post it in our Scrapbooking with Me boutique group. But if you want to put it on your personal Facebook page also, you can do that. All you have to do is use that hashtag, and I go into the Facebook search bar at the top, put in that hashtag, and it brings up every post, as long as you don't have it on private. If you have it on your private settings on Facebook, I can't see it, but other than that, I see all the hashtags. So I am loving seeing everything that y'all are making, and y'all keep it up. You can of course go back and make previous weeks. There are no expiration dates on these challenges. This week I wanted to do something along the lines of a cameo. So it doesn't have to be the old-fashioned, very vintage, profile pics of plump women. You don't have to use that particular cameo. If you want to, that's perfect. Use it. It's fine. Your cameo centers that you use do not have to be oval, but this is the ones that I'm wanting to use. I bought and printed some oval printables. This one is, both are from Etsy shops, and this one is from byJLeeLoo, and I'm going to leave her link to her Etsy shop in the description below. And that's a bunch of like vintage looking clocks with some florals. There's even some butterflies and things in there. So I really like that. I love clocks. So, and the more vintage looking, the better. I love this one. It's very pretty. All right, and then this one is from TheDigitalChick on Etsy, and it is florals on like a wood grain background maybe, but it might even be notebook paper, like vintage notebook paper. But I loved those florals, so I went ahead and got that one too. Of course, I will leave her link in the description box below. And with this digital sheet that I bought from her, she also has a freebie, and look how beautiful those tags are. Beautiful, beautiful. I love that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut out a few of these cameos, and like I said, mine are oval. You do not have to use ovals for your cameo snippet challenge. You can use whatever you would like. I have some of these that I've shown in a past video. Anything, see, like that's little suitcases, that could be your centerpiece, your cameo snippet. So what I want you to do is, these can be any size you want, any shape you want. I'm going to do these little 4-inch by 2.5-inch journal spots, and I might make some of them tag shape. I might cut off the corners there and put the little hole and make them tag shape, or just leave them like this. So they're 2.5 inches by 4 inches. And I'm going to use scrap paper and cover these how I want, and maybe some lace or ribbon, some mesh, something like that. Cover these, but these are going to be my centerpiece. So that is the only part of the challenge that I really want you. I'm going to close this door, hold on. That is the only part of the challenge that is necessary, that you have one centerpiece of some kind. So let's just say, let me cut out one of these. Let's just say we have this clock. Now, I am not the greatest at cutting out circular digitals, so this is a really big challenge for me. This is getting me out of my comfort zone big time, because I'm just not really good at it. But Mom did show me a little way to make it somewhat easier. And she got this tip from someone that commented on one of her videos where she was cutting out something circular. So this, on each side, each of the 4 sides, I got as close to the lines on the oval as possible. So now all I have to do is go along this edge here, and then this edge, and then I just go back and clean up my lines. So that is as good as it's going to get as far as my hand goes. And I'm going to use my walnut stain distress ink for this. So let's get this other felt off, get this felt back on, and then I have printed mine on cardstock. You do not have to do that. You can print it on regular copy paper or the premium copy paper that we usually print our digitals on, but I just decided that I wanted mine to be a little bit sturdy, more sturdy than regular copy paper, so I printed it off on cardstock. So there is that clock, and it has this little lady on it. It looks like, yep, she has little wings. So that is that image cut out and walnut stain inked around the edges. Here is that same image, so you see the difference there. And so what I'm talking about cameo wise, we're going to decorate our background, and like I said, you can make your background any shape, any size you want, but this little piece, whatever you pick for your middle, needs to be the centerpiece. So this would be my centerpiece. I'm going to decorate all around the back, and then my little cameo is going to be my focal point. I have 8 pieces cut, and like I said, they're 2.5 by 4 inches. So I got 8 out of an 8.5 by 11 sheet of natural craft cardstock. So that is my base shape that I want to use. I find that when I am building up journal pieces, ephemera clusters, snippets, things like that, I find that if I will sit down and use one shape and one idea and get to work on that, then I have better productivity because my mind is on that one shape and on that one idea, and then I can just go and mass produce whatever I'm wanting. I'm going to get some of these cut out, and then I will be right back. So I got all of my ovals cut out, and I went a little crazy because I went ahead and made 3 of my CAMEO clusters. That is what we're calling this, CAMEO clusters. I did not say that in the very beginning of this video, but that's what I have deemed these, the name. And then I went ahead and those freebies that I showed you that I got from TheDigitalChick, I went ahead and just cut these out. Remember, I printed them on cardstock, so they're pretty sturdy, and they've got the plain white back on them for journaling spots. You can put these down in your pockets, in your journals, and they're ready to go because TheDigitalChick has done all the work for you. So I thought those were very pretty, so I went ahead and cut those out and punched the hole with my Crop-A-Dile and put in some twine or ribbon. So I'll have some still shots at the end showing you those up close. And I also did not tell you what the names of these digitals were that I got from them. I just didn't tell you the names of them. The one that I got from TheDigitalChick, it says on her description, printable oval cabochons. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Spring flowers. So that's what that one says. So I think if you just go to her link in the description that I've got down below, if you'll just go to her link and type in oval in her shop, these will probably pop up. But that's what those were from TheDigitalChick. And then these clock ones from byJLeeLoo were called Hours Oval. So Hours Oval. And again, if you go to her link and you type in oval, quite a few little beautiful oval pieces of artwork pop up, and you can get those, and they were not expensive at all. And of course, they're digital. They come to you through your email, and you download them and print them off, and you've got them. So I went ahead and, let's see, I cut out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ovals, and then I'm going to use 2 square or rectangle centerpieces or cameos. So this one reminds me of a circus ad because it's got that bit of printed bag on the background and all dirtied up from the distress, and then I made a little tab on the edge just with a piece of scrap paper, and it does go around to the other side. And then a piece of cork that I tore and placed on, and then I put this little pearl bling down with some Fabri-Tac, and then I put just a torn piece of cardstock behind my cameo piece. So there's my centerpiece, and of course, as always, I will have still shots at the end of these up close and personal so that you can get all the nice little details. I like doing that for y'all. This one has some coffee dyed paper on the back, some ledger dyed paper there too, torn and inked, and then I have some washi tape, and then this is just a piece of lace that I put down with Fabri-Tac, and then another piece of coffee dyed paper behind the cameo piece, and then just some more torn paper there just to cover up more of the background. I like that one. We've got some thunder rolling outside, so if you hear some noise, and then if you hear Peanut, our little Yorkie dog, start barking at it, that's what it is. This one, probably my favorite of the 3 so far. It's just got a bunch of torn papers, and then I inked around them. This is a digital ticket from My Porch Prints that I just tore in half, and then I inked, and then I didn't ink this side because I like that white edge there. Another piece of torn bag, one of the tab punches that we have sometimes in the shop, and that had some book page words on it, and just tore, and then had a die cut and I put there. But you know, I wanted to make the cameo the centerpiece because that's what this challenge is about, making the cameo or whatever die cut or whatever you have in the middle, that is your cameo, and that is the centerpiece, the focal point of your project. And so I put that there, but then put the paper bag on top so it wouldn't show as much and draw away from this. And then I just put some really flat, you can tell how flat those enamel dots are, 3 enamel dots there to kind of match that. And then I got more of that blue over here and some more blue back behind. So, and it can hang off of the side. You don't have to have it completely square, so I really like that. These are going to be so pretty in journals, and they're going to be so pretty in my ephemera or snippet organizer too. So pretty. I won't want to use them. Alright, so let's make another one. That's 3 there that I've made, and I just wanted to show you more made on this video, because I know I get to talking and I don't make enough, and then you have to just see the still shots at the end and not how I actually made them, or me explaining what I did to them. So I wanted to make a few off camera just so you could see a few of them on the video and not just in still shots at the end. Alright, so I'm just, you know, kind of willy-nilly putting some stuff down and seeing if it looks right and if I need to do something else or what. So going to my scrap pile, I really like that. See, that would look really good with a clock, wouldn't it? Oh, okay, so we just need to cover up more of that, so this would be more of the centerpiece, but I like that. Okay, I think maybe if we do it like this and put this clock paper there, we're of course going to cover that up some more. Yeah, I like that better. Okay, so let's go ahead and ink these edges. And it's really all about the layers, y'all, on top of your base before you put that cameo piece down. Ooh, I'm covering up some really pretty matte paper, so that's going to be something I can't use. Oh well. That's the bad thing about double-sided paper. I know I say that a lot, but double-sided paper is beautiful, but then again, it's like, man, how do you choose? Put all that glue on that map stuff, and then I'm like, oh. Okay, let's do, I'm going to put that under that a little bit, so let's pry that up some at the bottom there. There we go. And I want to put this on pretty even, and then I'll cut it off at the bottom. Now, I didn't ink that just because it's a dark background and that really wouldn't have shown up, and then we're going to cover up a lot of it, so that's why I didn't ink that. And then I think this other ticket is going to look good on that too, so I'm going to cut this out. For all of you that use a silhouette or something to cut out your digitals that you buy on Etsy, I want to learn your ways, because I need to get a machine. I mean, I like to fussy cut, but I'm getting so many digitals now that I need a faster way to get them all cut out and used. And I know a lot of people say that after they buy digital, they put it on their machine and it cuts it out for them, and that would be glorious. Alright, let's see. like that. I think I might have to bring that down some. I like that. It still needs something behind that, and then I want to do something there. Let's see here. What do we got? Can't be too prominent because we got to have this as our focal point. Let's see what this does. I like that. It breaks that up some. Let's go ahead and put that down. I had already inked that for something else and then I didn't use it. And I'm glad I kept it because now this goes with what I'm wanting to do here. Okay. And then let's see. Maybe just a piece of this lace there. Let's look and see what's we got. Ooh, I like that. But I do believe I want to bring the lace down some. Maybe, sorta, kinda. Nope. I want to put the lace here. Let's see. Yep. And then ticket, and then leaf die. Oh, that is so pretty. Okay, let's go ahead and put our ticket down since we know where we want it. I love these sugar bell bottles that I put my liquid glue in. My, it is so much easier to squeeze. Thank you to whatever YouTuber finally found out that secret and shared it. You are a wonderful human being. Okay, I need to put my lace down before this. Durr. See, I get to talking and I forget what I'm doing. Alright, let's get my Fabri-Tac. Pretty. Alright, and then I need to put a little bit more. I'm going to put, yeah, a little bit more on the back of this, just so that it will stick since it's going over some of that lace. And then I've got my little point of it. Oh yeah, that is pretty. Alright, maybe one little piece of cork. I think I want a little bit of a rounded shape. Now this is some cork that I got years ago that already has adhesive on the back of it, but I will add more adhesive so that it will be sure to adhere to all these layers that I've got going on here. And cut that point off and that point off. I'm not good at cutting circles. I think maybe that to break it up just a little bit more. I think it needs to be more shallow. Let's cut her in half. Maybe like that. And then that piece there. Ooh, I like that. And maybe put a little piece of bling on that. Yep, let's kind of narrow this up. That's going to go back behind that. Let's see about that. Whoops. Oh yeah, that's cute. Alright, let's take that backing off. Add some more adhesive on. And then I'm going to put this on with glue dots. This one I put on with foam dots. We have these in the shop. Foam dots. We have big and small. These are the big ones. And they're like a little bit bigger than the point of my pinky nail. And then with this one I put on with glue dots. I love glue dots to give just a little bit of dimension and not pop it up too awful much off of your project. So I'm just putting these on here. Whoop. That one didn't come off. There it comes. Alright. And it just gives just the slightest bit of dimension to your project. Alright, now, do I want to put it off a little bit to the side there? Yep, I do. And get it lined up here. Ooh, I like that. I like it a lot. Okay, let's see. What type of... I think I'm going to use this color just to have something different. I think maybe I need to put on like this, maybe. Do a row. I like doing threes, counts of threes. Do them in a row like that, and then let's use our scissor points since someone has borrowed my craft tweezers and not returned them. She shall remain nameless, but she was my third born. Just saying. Alright, let's see. There. And there. And let's see if that's lined up enough. I think it needs to come over this way just a little bit. Here we go. And then line up. Come on, little dot. You can do it. There we go. And over. Let's see. That one needs to go up some. I'm very particular about my enamel dot, y'all. So hit the 10-second fast forward if you want to. Let's see. There and there. Oh, yep. That's good. We're good now. Oh, that one's pretty. I like that one. Oh, pretty, pretty. Okay. They get prettier and prettier as we go. This one was my first one that I made. So let's line them up in the order that they were made. That is cute. I like that. Alright, let's see. What are we looking at time-wise? We probably got enough time. Let's do one more on camera. And then I will show you still shots at the end. Okay, let's do this book page piece right here. This is where I got those tickets from My Porch Prints that I printed out just the other day. Get some book page. Is it raining again? It sure is raining again. Alright, I'm cutting all the way around this. I'm not going to use it, the whole thing, but just cutting all the way around it, so if I want to use it in another project, I won't have to cut off that white. Alright, so how do I want to do this? I think I want to use the bottom half of it. So if you want white core to show on your tear, you tear towards you, up and towards you. If you don't want it to show, you tear downward and, you know, toward the surface that you're working on. I like seeing the white core a little bit. So I'm going to do that, and then I'll trim off what is off on the edges here in a minute. So I'm just going to ink the top, and I'm going to ink my base. Woohoo! There. I'm going to smoosh that around a little bit. Okay, and then get it how I want it. Then I'll go back and ink the rest of it whenever I take or cut that part off. I'm going to bring it down just a touch. There we go. All right, and then maybe use this here. Yep, let's go ahead and glue that down. And then we'll come up with something for the rest of it. I think, what CAMEO do I want to use on this one? I like that. I think that shall be my CAMEO for this one. So let's bring in just a little bit of color from somewhere else. Maybe this little bag that's got gold foil on it. I like that. So let's get that torn the way I want it. Here. Do I want to put it back behind that or on top of it? I think I want to put it on top of it, and I want to tear it down just a little bit. Yep, my CAMEO is going to cover up most of that. So let's get that inked. And glued down there. And then maybe that there. I like that. And glue that down. Do this. Let's go ahead and chop off our edges so we know where our center point is. We have some of the craziest barking frogs. They're so weird. It's like they sound like a small dog outside. It's so weird. Our dog is actually getting a little older, so he doesn't hear them all the time. But when he does hear them, oh my gracious, he goes crazy. You'd think he's just gonna, you know, eat them up, but he gets out there and he just barks and trembles at them. But yeah, they hide behind our shutters on our front porch. And when we're, usually they are loudest at night when we're sitting and watching TV. But now if you'll make noise, they'll hush really quickly. But I just think it's the weirdest thing. Their noise that they let out is just like a bark. It's just weird. So I figure they're just reacting to the storm that's come up. What am I thinking here? I like that, but I need to cover up more of that top before I do that. So this is just a piece of cardstock that I'm going to ink the edges of. I don't know which side I'm going to have hanging off, so I'm just going to cover both. And look at there, I'm not going to let either one hang off. I want to kind of cover up that dude there. He's a little creepy. But I like the rest of that piece. So let's just cover up creepy dude. His eyeballs anyway. There we go. Cover up his old eyeballs. Alright, and then I've got this tab punched out piece that's of ledger paper that I'm going to put on this edge. So I'm just figuring out, let's see, I want to use this side on the front. Let's do this piece. See what we get when we do this. Yeah, I like that. It gives it some little bit of color without being too bright and out there. Okay, okay, that side is going to hang off, and I will cut that off. So we're just going to go there and there. I will like that one. I want to put just a little bit of something here. And then, ooh, what about this? Ruler. Okay, so I'm going to put some foam dots on the back of this. And then I've got another little piece that I'm going to put up and down to kind of take away from all of that going the other way. I'm going to ink this. You're only really going to see the outside of it and maybe the top portions, because I'm going to overlap my CAMEO piece on it. Alright, and then put this on about here, and then take my foam backs off here and add that CAMEO piece, or my die cut that we are calling a CAMEO, there, and straighten it up. Let's see, there, yep, that's good. I'm good that it's not in the exact center. I like it where it is. And then maybe some of this color, enamel dot, if it'll come off of my nail and actually go on my project. Okay, got the enamel dots where I want them, and whatever journal I put this in, I can go in and write something there if I wanted to on that tab punch out. And I'm going to ink that edge, come around, and then I'm going to dirty up the corner of that piece a little bit. So there's another one done. So anyway, I think I've done enough to give you the idea of a CAMEO cluster, and I hope you like this project. I can't wait to see yours, and make sure to put that hashtag MS Scrapbusters. So M's Scrapbusters with your project wherever you post it. Just make sure you put that hashtag with it, and I will be sure to be able to find it and see your creations and comment. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. Y'all have a blessed day. Love you so much. Bye.